Hey all, Toves here. Today I'm playing some Planet Zoo. As I streamed this a little bit the other day, didn't get very far, but I have actually been playing it now for a good couple of days. And I just wanted to share some quick things that I'd learned with you guys. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a guide on how you get started. So the very first thing you want to do when you get into your park, and if you haven't seen this game, it is so stunningly beautiful. And it is so much fun. But the first thing you want to do is pause the game. So don't do anything. And the game will tell you up here in the left-hand side that you need to do all of these things. You do not need to do all of those things. You only need to do those things, some of those things, when you actually need them. So all we're going to do to start, the key to this when you're starting a franchise is do not try and make it look pretty. Like, do not spend money. Money is really tight. You're only starting on 40,000. Yeah, you can see down in the left-hand corner there, I'm already losing money. Obviously, I haven't got any guests coming in yet, so I've got no source of income. So do not spend money unless you absolutely need to spend it. I'm going to just do a really basic path, just so I can get some area going. Let's make this longer. Just so I can get a bit of an area. I mean, obviously I could probably do this cheaper, but I found that this formula worked quite well. So basically I'm doing like a large area here. This is going to probably end up being an enclosure at some point, but not immediately. Right, the things you do need straight away are something to bring people into the park, because as soon as you unpause the game, you want people coming through that gate, because they are immediately going to start contributing to your ticket prices and to your other ways of generating money. The best way to start it, the game, I'm trying to find out remind myself where they actually are, is with a small animal exhibit. So these you can get without doing an enormous amount of stuff. So again, as I said, quick and dirty, just get these into your park. So don't worry too much about where they're placed, although obviously you want there to be footfall. And I started with 2, come out of that group and start a new one. And I started with 2, right? So I'm putting 2 down there. I need to have, in fact, actually, I'm going to move them closer together. I'll tell you why I'm moving them closer together in a second. Because I want to have, and this is critical and very easy to forget to do, but really important, is the actual ways you take money. So where is it? This donation box. So if you get money through the ticket gate, and you get money in the donation box. So putting the 2 together like that means that I can just buy one donation box and people will put money in both of those. Right, so the next thing you need to do is you need to get some staff facilities. Now the key bit with the staff facilities is thinking about, there's sort of a combination of things. They do say long term you should consider making sure that you're hiding away your staff facilities, because guests don't really like seeing staff facilities. In the early stages, I'm not even going to worry about that. People don't really care. To go into your staff facilities panel, you definitely need, so this is where we're going to, we always need a staff room. And there's 2 options for the staff room. Choose the smaller one or cheaper one. Right, there's 2 options there. There might not be 2 options immediately available when the game comes out, but in the beta there is at the moment. So I'm going to just put this back amongst these trees. In fact, I'm going to do a staff path to it. Staff path. Actually, I really didn't need that to be anywhere near as wide as that. Let's do this nice and small. I'm out of that. Staff path. Width. Oh, it's already made a gate there. Okay, let's just go back. There we go. So Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. So we're just going to do this down here a little bit, but not too far. We'll make that a bit shorter. Alright, so every staff member is going to need to use the staff room. This is basically where they go for their tea breaks, and they go to get their respite and stuff. So you have to have this. And we're just going to put it I'm going to put it there. I want it fairly close to the track because everybody has to come back to that. And then I don't need a research centre immediately. You do want a trade centre. So you do want some way of actually getting animals. Don't really want that to snap like that, but it's okay. We'll just, I think it's because I'm already in a group. Yeah, I don't want it in the group with that one. So let's just rotate this round. Still kind of learning my way around the controls, so it takes a bit of, I'm not great with it yet. But we'll do that. And then we definitely we're going to need a keeper. We need a vet. We don't need a vet until we actually start getting big animals in. I believe that is all we need at this stage. And now, because we've put the trading centre down, we've opened up the animal trading. But that doesn't necessarily mean you should go ahead and get anything big yet. All right, so all I have at the moment is the staff facilities, this, and these guys. All right, so I'm going to click on my small exhibit, go to the animal market for that. And what I'm doing is I'm looking at this. The Zoopedia gives you like a load of information about all the animals. But the long and the short of it is, what you're looking for in here are animals that live for a long time and have got a reasonably cheap and have got a high. This is the interest level. But actually on the main one, it lets you appeal is what they call it. So on the main animal market, they let you sort by that and filter by that, which I'm assuming we'll be allowed to do at some stage in the future on these smaller ones because it's a little bit fiddly. But I actually went for the snakes because the snakes last a decent amount of time. If we just have a look, so you can click on the snake and then look in here, and I'm assuming at some point it will just take you straight to this. But this is a little bit of information. These tabs up here tell you about the species. So the life expectancy of a snake is 30 years, whereas the life expectancy of, say, a scorpion is only 7 years. So that means every 7 years you've got to buy it again. The bird-eating spider's not too bad. Frogs are not too bad. So just choose the ones, that are going to give you the most longevity. And actually, for me, the snakes were pretty good. So if you can find a snake in here who's got a decent number in their interest level, so ideally they've got like a gold or something, but don't worry about it too much if they haven't. This refreshes all the time, so there we go. Definitely want this guy. So click on him, press adopt. He goes into my my storage for me to pick up in a minute. So that's a female. You can get 2 in each tank. So once there's more than 2, they're not happy anymore. And we're going to get this guy as well. It's also important when you're looking is to look at these values over here, the genetics and the breeding. Not necessarily something that massively is relevant in these really early stages, but you might see things that say they're prone to short longevity. It just means they're not going to live as long as they possibly could. I'm going to get that one as well. I've got that one already. So there's only 2 at the moment, right this second, but I pretty much guarantee that in a minute when I come back there'll be more. So I'm going to go to back to my animal trading, animal storage. I should have. I haven't actually bought them yet. Where are they? 1 second. Right. Yeah, so I had to go back into the animal exhibit to then back into these. So I should then be able to left click. So holding left shift, I can click both of them. Then I send them to the zoo and I can put them straight into the exhibit. All right, so that is immediately an exhibit that will attract people through the gate. They'll put money in this thing and they'll pay their ticket prices. They probably, as soon as I pause it, there'll be people there. There's some things you can't do basically around these. So like you won't be able to immediately change the In fact, we can hear the voices of the people coming through the gate, even though I thought I was paused, but I'm not. So there we go, our first guest coming through. So at this stage, we haven't paid any staff costs, so we haven't gone and done the things it's told us to do, which is like get a workshop and get all the quarantine and the vet and all that sort of stuff. You don't really need those yet. You do need the keeper hut at some. So you do need a keeper, because the keeper will keep he'll clean this and he'll keep them fed and stuff. So we're going to do that now. So keeper hut, and again, it's important to remember where they're going to be, where they're going to be working from. So I'm going to put this. I'm going to again put this down here. X, no, Z. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to stick that there. It's not pretty. I've struggled with that initially because I wanted to make it all look beautiful. But that's not important right now. So that is the basics of it. So we've got, as soon as we've got people coming in, we've got income coming in. At the moment, we're not really making any money, and we won't make any money for a little bit. But we're not losing loads. And that will probably, if we just accelerate time, I do actually need to employ a keeper as well. He's the one staff member I need to get. Oh, and I am forgetting. The last thing I am forgetting. There's quite a lot to remember in this, but you do need also, you need to power these stations, or you need to power these. So click the power guy. I uncheck that power thing, the little heat map thing there, because it's sort of a bit distracting when you're trying to place it. So there we go. We've got staff facilities. We've got all we need really to start making some money. So I'm just going to hire a keeper, and all this keeper's going to do right now is, these are the only things he can maintain. So he's just going to go, or she is going to go and maintain those. He's going to work between. She's going to get the stuff from here, and he's going to take it straight to the any place she needs to get food, and that's it. So I basically, I'll start to make money fairly soon. It will be a very small amount of money, but that's the way to build up. See, I'm going into the positive immediately. So it's really sort of slow burn at start. But you see, I'm going in the right direction here. My profit I'm already in profit. I'm already increasing. So that's it. That's the first stage. And I'll probably do another episode to take you to the next stage, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you found that useful. It took me a little while to get my head around it. But yeah, that's the first stage. So my name is Toves, and I shall catch you again soon for more Planet Zoo.